Hey, now what's up? I'm Robert Anton, robertanton.com. So you want to be a singer? Why you want to do that? I've actually been asked like a half a dozen or more times for a video. And I think it's probably about time. I've just been kind of busy. I went home to Cleveland to visit my family. Hey family, how you doing? It was very enjoyable but very tiring running from place to place. But it was always good to see them. I see my family about once a year. And just been doing a bunch of things. I've done some podcast interviews. My song has been competing on the New Music Playoffs on Q Nation FM. Please go and vote for me. Just a lot of things going on. So what I'm going to do right now is I was actually watching someone's video log, and I forget who it is because I didn't pull it up over here. But, he was talking about how he's not a professional singer, and, he just loves to do it, and it keeps him out of trouble and all that. And that's a good thing. It's a really good thing. I think back on when I was young and, being in school and then going to church and being in choirs and the jazz quartet, and having rehearsals and also being in the gospel choir and I was also in a quartet, and having rehearsals for that. I didn't have time to get in a whole lot of trouble. It kept me away from a lot of things. So this video log will be called State Your Purpose. And the reason I say state your purpose is this. When you're doing something positive and you're working towards a goal, a lot of times you need people behind you, to push you and to keep you on track. I love to watch some of the movies and videos where like the drug dealers and stuff, the young guy is trying to get in trouble, but they know that he plays basketball really well and he's on, the high school team and he might get scholarships, or, there's a performer they love and they think that they're really going to make it and little things are happening for them, and the drug dealers and the street guys and everybody is behind them, because they want to see someone from their neighborhood make it, So when that person tries to get in trouble or when somebody's trying to mess with them or something like that, they're always got their back and they're like, no, don't mess with him, Or if that person is trying to get in trouble or something like that, they come around and say, man, you can't be doing that, because you got it going on, you got all these things going for you, and sometimes people don't. Sometimes people will live vicariously through you. As a performer, as a good student, as anything, when they see that you're doing something and they feel like, I think sometimes they feel like, this is all I can do, or, I'm into this and I can't get out of it, 50 Cent talked about it in his movie, how he tried to get out of the drug game, and they really didn't want him to. They really were trying to hold him back. So when you state your purpose and you say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I plan, I have these dreams, and people get behind you. They really do. They push you and they challenge you and they keep you in the game, in your game. They've got their thing, but they don't want to see you doing bad. They want to see you doing good. And it speaks to like the consciousness of like just the human being that people want you to excel far past what they did. Your parents, when you're coming up and they're saying, I want you to go to college and I want you to get a degree and I want you to, get a good job and blah, 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 and I want you to have this. They're living through you because they want you to have things better than they had it. They want you to excel higher than they have. They want you to have the way paid easier than they had it, so if maybe they didn't graduate high school or they didn't graduate college, or they may even be successful, they want you to be even more successful than they have been. So when you state your purpose and you say, I'm going to be a performer, I want to sing on stage with Justin Timberlake, or I want to be like Diana Ross, or any of those things, people start looking up to you and saying, I want this guy, he's really talented, or I want this girl, she can really sing, I want them to make it, and they're behind you. Now it's a funny thing that sometimes a drug dealer or something like that will offer to back you or whatever, give you a little money, to go into the studio and stuff. Turn that down because you want this to be a positive experience. Over the years, there have been, many artists who have been financed by the mob, by the mafia, by, all these, drug dealers. They're out now, plenty of rappers and stuff, but you don't want that in your conscience. You don't want to have blood money basically on your hands. But, you can say to them, what you can do for me is you can tell people to go and buy my CD, you can pick up a copy, and you can play it for your friends and tell them to buy it too. That's something that they can do that's positive for you without you actually having that money, that on your hands. But all I say to say this is, when you state your purpose to everybody that you come across. Tell them what you have in plan. Share your dreams and your aspirations with them. They get behind you and they want you to excel as much sometimes as you want yourself, and maybe even more. They really get behind you and they give you that extra push, just to go out and do it. And also, by stating your purpose, you give other people an idea of what they want. Maybe they don't want to be a singer. Maybe they want to be a cook. Maybe they want to be a gardener. Maybe they want to be a hairstylist. And just because you're going out for your goal, it gives them the courage then to say, you know what, I know what I want. I want to do this. And I think I can do it because so-and-so's going to do music. That's a hard field, and they're out there and they're trying hard and they're working at it. That means, this is even more stable, and this is what I enjoy. And I always say, take your passion first. Use your passion first. If you got those gifts and you got those talents and you really love to do it, that's what you should be trying to make a living out of, because more than likely that's your calling. Hey, if down the line you're young and you decided to do this and it doesn't work out, you can always switch course. Nothing is engraved in stone. You can always do something else. You can start out as a butcher, and become a performer. There's the guy now that's, he's an opera singer, and he's on the UK's Got Talent or something like that. And I saw one of his clips on YouTube, and this guy is working for a telephone company, but on the side, he's still, working at his opera and taking master classes and doing competitions. And I believe he's going to win this competition because he is fabulous. He's a great voice. He's a really quirky, strange, not good looking guy, but hey, if he does opera, there are a lot of character roles that he can do, and because of that voice, people are going to open the doors for him. And so just go for it. I can't say it often enough. State your purpose, work at your goals, and go for it. This is Robert Anton, robertanton.com.